Assignment 10, amplitude of sinusoidal functions from equation. All right, so amplitude is how tall our graph is. Remember, that's from the midline, not how tall it is from the very bottom to the very top. So I have this graph over here. So here's the graph. The red one is the one we're trying to figure out the amplitude of. Our purple one is our normal sine graph. And then I have some graph up here. So going through here, this negative sign, I'm going to throw a negative sign on this one. You'll see it just flips our graph upside down. It's like mirroring over our x-axis. Watch. All right, so that's all that negative sign does. It doesn't do anything else besides just mirror it over. If we make parentheses around our x and we put a 8 in front of here, well, it just makes it oscillate really fast, okay? Does not change our amplitude. So that number does not impact it. If I do plus 3, okay, well, it's kind of hard to tell what just happened. What did happen? It moved to the left 3 units. And since 1 period, or a half a period, is pi, and pi is 3.14, it doesn't really look like it did anything. I'm going to move it over by like 1. Here, I'll just make another one. So here's sine x. So the green's a regular one. And then if I move it over 1, you can see that our our purple is at -1, our middle point. So it moves the graph to the left 1. So that doesn't change our amplitude. Our amplitude is still the same height as sine x. Let's try what happens if I add a plus 5 outside. Okay, well, that's what moves it up here to this area. However, the amplitude is still the same as before. So it looks like our amplitude is just a standard 1, and that is true. When you're looking at graphs, the amplitude comes from the number that's right out here in front. And it's the absolute value of that. So we'll have no negative numbers, only positive numbers. So our amplitude for our first question is simply 1. Because our number out front is -1, and absolute value of that is 1. All right, next question. All right, once again, we're looking at the number out front only. What is the amplitude? The amplitude is 2. 2 units. Question 3. All right, we have a -4 is our number out front, the amplitude. And the absolute value of -4 is 4. And last question. -9, our amplitude will be +9. And then looking over here, we can see that our graph will be moved up 8 units as well. So our midline would be at 8, and then our amplitude would be 9. So our graph would still go into the negative area because it would be going from 8 down 9 units, and from 8 up 9 units. So we go all the way up to 17 and all the way down to -1. It's a big graph. Okay, and we're done.